Hello everybody and welcome back to the final episode of the realistic series this week. So, first things first, we've got to do a little bit of maintenance to the TW25. This is going to be very short-lived. It doesn't really need too much. I think an oil change, a few other things here and there, and yeah, just a general check over. Thankfully, we don't have to do too much here, although maybe it would be quite nice if we did have to. Like Car Mechanic Simulator, but only Tractor Mechanic Simulator within Farming Simulator. That would be a very nice idea. That's an idea for you giants. Hopefully you can put that into the next game. Anyway, let me just go into here. We need to press Alt and R, and it says, do you want to perform maintenance for £353? Clearly there was nothing too seriously wrong. That should cover our filters and everything. We'll put the toolbox back here, and actually I don't think we do need this tractor for the time being, but we are going to have it later when I come to shred some bales. I need to shred some bales into here, and we're going to use that bale shredder for the pigs as well, so it's going to come in handy quite a bit. Still a murky day, horrible really, very misty. We've still got the sunflowers to harvest, we've got some sugar beet to harvest and some wheat. The wheat will be done after this video, the sunflowers will be done possibly within this video. But first we need to go and row up and bale the hay, which is in fin number 20 and 24. So the windrower is there, the Valtra tractor is there, and the baler is over there. Good. So let me just actually the New Holland. The Ford tractor probably would be quite useful now. We can put it on the windrower. Perfect. Oh, what a horrible day. We should probably turn the engine off on the pickup as well. I brought it over here so we could get the toolbox into the shed. Windrower first. So it's 12 degrees currently. The soil temperature is still quite high. I am slightly behind, I think you could say, with the harvest. The wheat should have been done long ago. The good thing is though, we are given until late autumn to finish the wheat. In fact, late autumn for everything, except for poplars and oilseed radish, which can be done any time of the year. Yes, so we're going to get our worker. We'll see if the worker is male or female, and then we'll make up a name depending on the gender. So let me just put this here first of all. Hopefully nobody wants to come in the yard because I'm now blocking the way. How much? Oh no, we've got this, haven't we? Oh, I don't need to buy it then. I don't need to buy the bale shredder. We'll put it in the Silo King because you can use that to shred a bale. Probably shouldn't do, but it works just as well. Put lights on this tractor as well because it's just so murky. And we'll stick it on this baler. So during the winter we are going to be having a bit of a machine change. We'll be having a word with the local dealer. I'm hoping to get a new baler, and I'm hoping to get a new pickup or any kind of runabout vehicle, and yeah, a combine harvester. The reason why is, although it may not feel it for you, I've been doing the harvesting off screen and it's taken me absolutely forever. I've probably spent about 6 hours off screen in my own time just harvesting fields, and that is no joke. It's taken a very long time. So we're ready to go. Oh, who's the driver? It's a male driver. So tempted to call him Harold, but that is just a cockerel's name. Well, it's not a cockerel's name. If you're new to my videos, you're probably thinking I'm a complete idiot. Of course, Harold is not a cockerel's name, but it was a cockerel name in my FS15 series of Colborough Park Farm. Yes, I go back to that quite a lot. Why it's such a memorable thing, I have no idea. But I have just remembered that to be such a notable thing within my Let's Plays. It's just a cockerel. I suppose it was always in the way. And why it was called Harold, I have no idea. Unless we use the first letter of their worker identification, which is an F. So it could be Frank. I'll be Frank. We're going to do that. Okay then, Frank it is. This is likely going to get annoying if I continue like this. So yeah, the worker name is finally decided. You wouldn't have thought it'd be so hard. Okay, so what we're going to do is bale all of this. We'll then leave the bales in the field just for tonight. It can't rain on them. We mustn't let it rain. So let me just check the weather forecast as well. I think it's, yeah, Alt and F. So, actually in 2 days' time it's going to snow. Oh no, 4 days' time it's going to snow. It's going to rain in 2 days' time. So, not very pleasant really. It's winter. I think we'll be okay. Luckily it's not going to rain tomorrow, because that's when we need to do the sunflowers possibly, and sugar beet. So let me just turn it off and we'll go into here. Let's get it all rowed up. So we do have a smaller windrower, and as much as I would love to use it, I am sort of against it because I know we can't use it today. We just won't have time because it's not very big. As lovely as that mod is, it's just not going to be practical for us, unfortunately. Maybe I should put some lights on. And yeah, it doesn't matter if we get 3 bales or 30 bales. Anything is good. We actually have a very good supply. And I think, you know what, I'm just going to do both these fields together in a time lapse, and then we'll be able to move very quickly onto the next job, which is what we really need to do. We can't just keep dithering about doing the hay, because we've done quite a bit of hay and there are other pressing matters. So I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Yeah, so there we go. I think we've actually got probably get about 4 or 5 bales out of this field, which is more than anticipated considering most of it had actually rotted away. But yeah, now we can at least say that we have cut field 20 and 24 and got something out of them this year. Next year we'll be doing it again, but I don't know, maybe using the forage harvester with a different header, not too sure, because we've actually got a crone harvester in the shed doing absolutely nothing at all. Never used it, so that would be definitely a machine to use next time. But as for this year, we really need to focus on what is left. We can't just go getting the big machinery out for the sake of it. We actually have to have a need for it, so let's let this finish. And yeah, it's another bale. It's 4 bales, not bad at all. Okay, off we go back to the main yard. What we need to do is think about getting a bit of straw put into the pig and the cow enclosures, and then I think it'd be time to buy the sunflower header for the combine so we can finally do those 2 fields. Also, in case you haven't noticed already, the sun is out finally, so this day has actually turned out to be a pretty good one in the end. It's taken long enough though for the sun to break through. Right, is it going to be a good enough opening there for the other tractor to pull in? Ah, typical, there is a car coming. Always the same. Although it has managed to sneak in before it. Good driver. Good Frank. Frank who has turned to I. Okay. And a woman. Frank, is there something you're not telling us? Anyway, yeah, let's just move on from that. Let's put this back into the shed, and we need to put some bales into that mixer. I think what we might do actually is just put all the bales in. All the ones we've got here, we've got 4. So if they all fit, we'll put them in. Otherwise, just enough to have a full load. Reversing this thing is a bit of a challenge as it's got the rear wheel steer. Don't want to hit the drill. In case you're wondering about the field with the cover crop, the oilseed radish, that is going to be ploughed in the winter when it's not too cold. Obviously, we're not going to do it in the snow, which there is likely going to be. In fact, it's already in the forecast. I think it was the first day of, well, the first month of winter. Let me just put this away as well. We'll use the Ford on the mixer. We'll actually put this right down the back again. As far away as possible. Whoa, I can't reverse this thing today. There we go. So, yeah, into the shed. Wait for the autosave. And we will keep it attached. As, well, it may be used again this year, not too sure. There's the mixer though. And the Massey Ferguson is just in there with one of the bales because I was messing around in the previous episode trying to figure out how to give them the straw. Now, between the previous episode and this episode, I haven't actually read any of the comments because they're recorded both before the previous episode was released. I tend to do that. I tend to record a load in one go, which is the reason why about a week ago, when we got that Valtra tractor, the one with the snow tyres, loads of people said, can you get a Claas? Can you get a Claas? And then I went and bought the Valtra. The reason why is because I hadn't actually seen the comments yet. That video was recorded way before the previous video was even published. So I'm not just being, an idiot and ignoring you and going for something completely different. It's because I genuinely have not read any comments yet. So yeah, if there's any confusion, hopefully that clears it up. I always try and read the comments, and if there's one comment which is like totally liked, like it's got 150 likes saying do this certain thing, I will do it, because clearly so many of you want me to do it. It was the same for the Claas. It said, come on, get a Claas. So I got a Claas after getting the Valtra. Don't think we can pick up 2 bales in one go here. Go in first person view. And we will mix it still. I don't know what happens to the netting. You'd have thought we'd have to remove it first. But no, apparently not. It's also good that we can now spike bales from the side. It was only FS15 when we couldn't do that. It's weird because it feels like we've always been able to do it now. This is actually the first version of the game which has allowed it. Okay, that's 2. How full is it? Okay, yeah, definitely we get 4 in. Can we get 2? 1 on each spike? You wouldn't have thought so, because it's not very wide, but... yeah. It actually helps if you put the spikes into it. There we go. Wow, it actually has worked. Kind of. We may lose them yet. It's also feeling very heavy. 1, 2. Right. Oh, and it is full. So the capacity is obviously 4. But that is very good because we can now give the pigs and the cows the straw they have desperately been waiting for. They have waited a long time. So let me just get this thing powered up. Yeah, start engine first before engaging a PTO. And we can now probably go in this way. I don't know if there is a certain way around we have to go. We can choose the unload side, so there shouldn't be a certain way. I think it goes up there. Can't turn too tight though. Right, so you can hear it mixing away in the background, hopefully. It's actually appeared now with the unload symbol. It's set to left, that's good. We are quite a long way off though, but hopefully it's still going to work. Just see. pressing unload. Nothing. Have I found it? I found it! There! It's going! It's finally giving them their straw. I'm sure I brought the bale to here yesterday and it didn't seem to do anything. Maybe I was just lifting the bale up too high. But the good news is they now have straw. And there is still 60% left for the pigs. Let me just go on the menu. I need to refresh my memory as to what is happening with everyone. Right, so yeah, straw is perfect here. They've got the grass, they have got a tiny bit of silage. In fact, yes, we do need to give them the hay as a matter of urgency. And when the silage is done, we can do the power food. But it's not quite ready, I don't think. Probably tomorrow. Well, I say tomorrow, but actually it'll be next week. So, pigs, straw, definitely. Everything else, pretty good. Lacking canola. We'll take a drive over to them. And they can at least start to produce some solid manure, which is what we really do need for the winter. Because we're going to be doing quite a bit of muck spreading in the winter months. I think they were doing okay for water. Yeah, there is the silage pit just there. The clamp is fermenting. This field won't be cut again this year. We've just run out of time, unfortunately. The leaves are turning, going brown. But on the plus side, our solar panel is producing money. Yay! £90 an hour. Now, if I've got to have a guess here, I would say the tipping point for this is about here. Yes, I got it right. Brilliant. Honestly, I didn't know that. I was just guessing because there is a trigger there. So, there it goes, filling up nicely. Good if they took it all, really. They did. Good old pigs. How much did they take? Yep, it sufficed everything, this one here. Yeah, so corn, as already explained, that will be done next year. So they're going to have to go the winter without it. But it does mean we're going to lose 50%. Oh, no, that's not good. That is their base food. Okay, so, yeah, I think during the winter we're going to have to buy some pig food to actually boost the corn. Because we don't actually have any corn. We never grew any. So, bit of a mistake, really. But it's you know, we can get by it. We can go and purchase some expensive food for them. They deserve it. Done a good job. And just having to think what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing some harvesting of sunflowers. Do we need to take the New Holland back to the other farm? No, I don't think we do. We'll take this back instead. It's now 20 to 5 pretty much. We still have 3 harvests to do, 3 fields to do today. Some of it off screen. And, well, the sugar beet I'm not too worried about. Because that can be done in late winter. Sorry, no, it cannot be done in late winter. It can be done in late autumn. Tell you something, we should really go for a walk down to the water. Because I believe there are some very picturesque areas on this map, and I tend to just do the same thing, because that's what we have to do. Just go between farms and everything. We don't really have time to take it in. Bit of a shame. Small forest there. The sheep are up here, if we had any. Next year, hopefully. My plan is just to drive this straight into one of the sheds. There could be a space on the left here. Or not. What about up here? Otherwise, I suppose it could go over the road. Yeah, there is. Might as well reverse it in now. So, it is a bit annoying actually, having to buy a header when we're going to be changing the combine in just a month or so. So what we may do is just borrow it and pay whatever needs to be paid. Now, is there actually one for that combine harvester? Where is it? Headers. I don't know. There may not be. I have a lot of crazy headers. Although, that would do very nicely. It is not even as wide as the one we're using, I don't think. Which one are we using? 600. Oh no, it is. It's the same size. So we'll go with this. You see, £34,000. We can't be doing that. Wouldn't be worth doing. So we'll just borrow it or lease it. Let's jump into the combine harvester, go down to the store, and we'll start work in field number 30. So as you know, we actually need to refuel this combine. Luckily, there is a diesel tank just there. First things first, let's just spin it round. Don't crash into the tank. There we go. It's giving us a bit more space. And yeah, this header and trailer can go into the barn where they just came from. Which may be tricky, considering I can't even see them in the mirrors. Right. So, not really expertly done. But we must press on. And this is going to cost us a fortune. In fact, yes, if you look at the rate it's filling, this may take some time. Let's get the newspaper out. Right, okay, so I've decided it's probably not best to fill it completely, as we're going to be getting rid of it. So it's just a waste of money. I think 250 we'll put it to. 255. And do we need a header? Trailer? I'm not too sure. Oh, look at our bales. Yeah, some of these headers do fold up, so hopefully it does do, but it could be a little bit too old for that. If it doesn't, then yeah, we're just going to have to buy another header trailer, or borrow one. Ah, brilliant. It is folded up. Well, it's going to save us a lot of hassle and a lot of time, and in fact money. So into here we go. Does it show the indicator? No, it doesn't. On the dashboard. We are definitely indicating. So with it being the same working width, my guess is it's just going to be exactly the same as doing a cereal crop. Unless, of course, the combine can go faster. Or they may even go slower, so I don't know. Either way though, I believe sunflowers are quite an expensive crop, so if we were going to sell it, which we probably won't do, we could make quite a bit of money. But it is mainly for pig food. It sounds a bit wasteful, but actually, in the spring, we may well sell some, when we know exactly how much we're using. Look at that. Beautiful sunset. Changing leaves. Lovely. Right, so where we're off to is field something, just up here. Yep, keeping it generic, because I don't know. Gonna have to look. It is field number 30 and field number 7. Both need to be done. Can't see a great deal really actually with this header in front. Anyway, yeah, field 30. We're going to start. We're not going to finish it within the video. In fact, yeah, what we'll do is we'll start this field in this video, and in the next episode we'll be finishing the field number 7, or possibly the wheat field, which is field number 16, which is actually quite a big field. Either way though, everything needs to be done, and then in late autumn we'll be doing field number 11, which is the sugar beet. So field 30 is on the left here. Just let this car pass. There it is, lovely sunflowers. Hopefully this is all going to work okay with sunflowers. Should do. It isn't a sunflower header as such, but it's still compatible. We could have used the Capello ones, but then it wouldn't be Claas branded. So I would have probably had some complaints about that. So good though, we'd have to mess around with putting the header on, Trying to find space. There it is, the 875 FC con speed. Oh, it does go fast. Wow, it's flying. Not literally, but it's going very fast for the crop. I think we're doing about 5 or something with the cereal crops. Well, we're going to be done in no time. Maybe this is a little unrealistically fast. I may just drop it down a bit. And you know what? I think the best thing to do is going to be to have a bit of a finishing off time lapse. And yeah, I'll see you at the end of the video. Well, there we go. That is all we're going to be doing today. I'm going to now continue off screen. So when we return next week, it's going to be late autumn, which means, well, that will last for either 1 or 2 episodes. After that, it's going to be winter. So yeah, next week we'll be in winter, and yeah, it's likely going to be snow clearing. Anyway, until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.